And we are going. Let's get on IG Live. How you doing this morning, Dylan?
I'm good. Ready to work.
See, we just got a 50 coconut haul for $30. Organic, local coconuts, not even farmed, but from the beaches. My Tico buddy, Olmen, who's my coconut dealer, just dropped them off, so it's a great morning. I've been up since 4:45. I woke up this morning, and guess what I did? Guess what I remembered to do?
What?
Drink my piss.
Oh, that's
Dude.
what that sign is for?
Yeah, so because the last few days I've just forgotten to do it. So yeah, I'm filming a 1 week of urine therapy video right now. I've just heard about urine therapy forever, right? Weirdo fruitarian health people talk about drinking their piss for, for something to get in the nutrients or vitamins that you pee out or detox or something. I feel great and healthy, but I've just never tried it, and I was listening to a podcast and I was like, screw it, I'll drink my piss for a week and see how I feel. Nice. So here, let me get this going on Instagram, but I guess we'll start this video talking a little bit about my first day drinking my piss this morning. And yeah, I plan on doing it every day for a week and then putting it together in a video. So you'll see that soon. All right, we're live on IG. Let's see these morning savages if you're online during coronavirus times. Hello, Venturous Biker. Hello, Yidiniz. What's up, Venturous? What kind of biking do you do? Ultraman Fitness. Hello, guys. Please ask us questions. If anyone here on the live stream wants to chat with us, we're filming for YouTube and on this live stream. Requests to chat with me here, and you can ask us questions, and we'll put it in the video. So yeah, anyone will, just ask to join, and we'll probably do it. I just went on an early morning walk with the dogs. I just put down some of my Premium Jane CBD. This is an always vegan CBD company. Even their gummies are gelatin free and vegan. I'm a huge CBD fan. I love it. I live such a physical life. I'm always walking the mountains, gardening, cycling, and of course I try to do things that are healthy for my body like yoga, but my lifestyle is so physical that I'm always bending over in weird ways and doing stuff, and CBD is a beautiful, natural way to keep yourself calm, be good to your muscles, get them more relaxed, reduce pain, and these people are doing a deal with me. So if you guys go on their website, Premium Jane, and they have Instagram too, Premium Jane CBD, and check out the products they have. You use the discount code PLANTRIOTIC on their website. They'll ship them to your house for 20% off. Vegan CBD. Check out Premium Jane. Shout out. Mountain road, you name it. I just love to ride. Nice, Venturous. Bikers, mountains, roads. Me too. We do it all. So drinking my pee. Yeah, I drank my piss this morning for my first time ever in life. I've tried my pee before, but I've never drinking a full cup. So I'm making this urine therapy video, see if anything is legit or if it's just some crap. But I guess who knows?
How do you feel?
Yeah, it's all about how you feel. So this morning drinking my piss, first off, it was not that salty, and I eat salt in my diet. I thought piss was like so salty. It was not very salty. It just smelled like vegetable broth.
Yeah.
It smelled like cauliflower and like Brussels sprouts.
It tastes like tomato soup.
Yeah.
That's what I often get, yeah.
It's a bit just savory. It tasted pretty healthy. It didn't taste putrid. So in urine, I read a little document about urine therapy, and they say, it's antibacterial, it's sterile. So they were like, keep it in your mouth for as long as you can, like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Like gurgle, you know how Natalia oil pulls every morning? They were like, yeah, gurgle it in your mouth, get it all over. It's good for preventing gum disease because it's antibacterial in there.
That's crazy.
So I didn't hold it for 20 minutes, but I drank a sip, saw how it felt, and I was like, this isn't bad at all. And then I gargled it, held it in my mouth for 5 minutes. Then I was like, this is just annoying to keep it in my mouth. So I drank it, and I drank a solid full cup of my piss. But and it took maybe 5-10 minutes to drink the whole thing. And by the time I was halfway done, it actually was pretty revolting. So like the first few sips were fine. I was like, this isn't even gross, like totally cool. And then I was like, I don't want to finish this. And it started to give me a little gag
Was it just like the idea of it, or it was actually revolting?
No,
like,
it
tasted revolting?
It started tasting like almost more metallic and bitter. So there was a super bitter aftertaste.
Yeah.
But yeah, I drank the whole thing. And then on my walk, I started to feel a little nauseous.
Wow.
Like I felt like I had a full belly of pee, and I think maybe it was a little in my head, like because it was a good amount of liquid, and I started feeling a little bit nauseous. And then I drank coffee, which I know you're probably not supposed to drink coffee during urine therapy, but fuck it, I like drinking my coffee, so I did, and that made it feel better. So maybe it was just because I drank my coffee a little bit later today, and that's where I was getting a little nauseous headache. Because sometimes if you don't, I'm used to drinking coffee every day, so if you don't, so we'll see, but I'll experiment each day. But what was very interesting is I felt an energy boost when I drank it. It almost gave me a coffee effect. Like I drank it right when I woke up because it was my morning piss at like 5 a.m. And it totally woke me up. I was in that like morning little nice daze, and then it literally gave me a caffeine feeling, the pee. So that was crazy. So tune in like a week, I'll post my urine therapy video. Finally trying that weird ass health modality. All right, let's check Instagram. If anyone wants to chat with us on Instagram, just ask to join and I'll have a conversation with you. Jean, our neighbor Jean is in the chat. What's up, Jean? She lives right down the road. Could you do a tutorial on tuning up your bike? I have a fold-up one and I want to start riding, but it's been sitting in my garage for years. Hippie Deb, I'm not going to do that tutorial because I'm so busy in life right now, and we're putting out a certain amount of content, and there's like I'm just doing so much work in my life, and there's going to be a million videos on YouTube on how to do that. So just go watch a video on how to tune up your bike. But I'll just give you a little description here, but I'm just not going to make a video on that. I'm just telling you, I'm never going to get around to it. But what you do is take it out, hose it down with a hose, just spray everything, every surface, the chain, get all the dust out, the metal, the handlebars, let it dry out in the sun for a couple hours, and then get some, go to your bike shop and get some chain cleaner, and just you put chain cleaner on the chain, you turn the pedals around, let it sit there for like 10 minutes, and then you take like a toothbrush or a scrubber or a rag and hold the chain and turn the pedals so that it cleans off any excess crud that's on there. And that's like pretty much it. And then of course you'll have to pump your tires. They're probably flat. Maybe there's a hole in the tube. You got to replace the tube. You got to get tire levers if you want to do that at home. So there's a few things, but yeah, watch someone else's video, man. Frontera Farmer, that's a cool name. Do you drink yerba mate? What's your drink in the morning? My drink used to be, Dylan, you can answer this too. What's your morning drink? I used to be a tea man. I used to be just water. Then I was a tea man. And now, after like a year ago, 2 years ago, my friend Alyssa got me into coffee. I've never been a coffee drinker my whole life until I was 25, 6 years old. And now I love a strong, black, always black morning coffee. I even like espresso, like just a strong hit of coffee, and I love it in the morning. And I've looked up, nutritionfacts.org. Dr. Greger says a cup or two of organic coffee. You got a healthy diet, no problema. So I love my morning coffee. It gets me going. It helps me do my intermittent fast of the day, which I think is scientifically proven to be healthy if it feels good in your body, to have a shorter eating window, giving yourself more time to just digest and chill throughout the day rather than constantly putting food in you. So yeah, I like coffee. It's my morning drink. I don't have much experience with yerba mate. What about you?
Yeah, when I was a raw vegan, I didn't drink coffee. I thought it was toxic, and it probably is. But I was off the caffeine wave for a long time, and I was working at Trader Joe's in New York City, and I didn't have caffeine for about like 6 months, and I had this yerba mate sample that my dad got in the mail, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was like I took like acid or something.
You were tripping?
I was off the walls.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so yerba mate is pretty powerful. In my experience, more potent than coffee.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta try it. I mean, I've obviously tried mate before, even in a gourd. It just I haven't like taken it like a study. I've just probably tried some Traveler's mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bitter, it's strong. I'd love to make mate booch. So mate,
It's like the most naturally containing form of caffeine
Really?
in nature. Yeah.
I think Peter, our farm that we went to, I think in Puerto, I think he had a yerba mate tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll have to look into that. Mate is awesome. I get less weird and more energy. Oh, mate. Mate is awesome. Yeah, so Susie May says she's a mate fan. Hugo's in the house. What's up? Guys, give us questions. We need some questions. But you had questions. What was future bike tour plans?
Yeah.
Someone asked me about, do I have plans to do a future bike tour? Yes. You guys remember, my plan was to bike from Alaska to Argentina, and I fucking stopped midway through 2 years in because I was lonely and wanted to start growing my own food and live the lifestyle we're living now. So I still have to ride my bike from here in my town in Costa Rica to Ushuaia, Argentina, which is still many thousand miles down, probably 4,000 or 5,000 more miles, or maybe 6,000. So
is here in Costa Rica more than halfway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a third, like.
Yeah, like 2/3.
You have a third left.
I have like a third left, maybe a little more than a third. But it's all relative because like in Mexico I went like this, so that just added like it was like 12,000 miles from Alaska to here that I rode, or 13 or 14. But if you did it in a straight route, it's like 6 or 7. So I like doubled the amount of miles. So I'm probably gonna do the same thing when I finish the trip. So it'll take like another 2 years probably to bike from here to Argentina. I just couldn't do it alone. I'm done solo bike touring, at least for now in my life. I've solo bike toured so many countries, and now I want to bike tour. I was so used to saying with my future girlfriend, but now I have a divine girlfriend who will backpack or bike tour with me because she's into that stuff, because she's a badass and I love her. So Natalia and I, and maybe our future family, we will do some bike tours in the future. And I'm guessing my next bike tour will be to finish this trip. So yeah, I don't have like plans because my plan in the next few years is to be right here on my land in Costa Rica, building the best farm, permaculture, yogi retreat center, and that's where my passion is at. I have not much interest to travel because all I did was travel for many years, and it's still my first year being not a traveler. So I'm not like planning a bike tour, but when I'm ready to get back out there, it's gonna be biking to South America for sure.
Okay. Wow.
What was the other question?
Do you have any vegan retreat plans? Are you gonna host vegan retreats?
Oh my gosh, guys! So
I wonder.
Yeah, so everything I'm doing here is in order to host vegan retreats, vegan yoga, permaculture, eco village, hippie vibe, good shit, nature retreats. You guys know my vibe. What I'm doing is just creating a center here in the jungle so that you can come get the vibrations in real life that I put out there, that I love. Being a wild animal with a community, eating the best local food in nature, hanging out with animals, waking up early, meditation, yoga, dancing, full on good stuff. Nothing low vibe, all high vibe. And I'm building that right now. It's gonna take me a year until I can start hosting retreats on my land. So in a year from now, I'll be hosting like 3 to 6 retreat festivals every year. So you'll always have an opportunity starting in a year, multiple times a year, to come to my event, hang out with Maggie and I and my tribe, and live on our land and eat food. That's not a maybe, that's 100%. So start planning past 2021, or starting in 2021, because we need this 2020 year to build it. And once 2021 starts, there's going to be 3 to 6 events a year that you can come to, all at a reasonable price. I'm not trying to screw anyone over here. It's going to be very reasonably priced, especially for the first year as I'm building up my business. But if you want a post-corona retreat on my friend's retreat center, who's just a 15-minute drive from mine, her and I are hosting a retreat this August 2nd through 8th. It's already half sold out. There's only a few spots left. It's a vegan, eco-village, music festival, 20 person max, so tight and intimate, but not like 5 people. Like we've already sold 10 tickets and we're opening up 10 more. It's gonna sell out. And it's just come and live here in our town in Costa Rica. There'll be good vibe bands every night, unlimited fruit and healthy food that we'll be making with our volunteers all day, meditation and yoga classes that you can come to or not every day, permaculture tours, go down to the beach and surf, ecstatic dance, herbalism workshops, tie-dye workshops, slacklining, juggling, fitness, running, all that we're offering. Nature hikes up the mountain and streams, bird watching, insect exploration, and that is happening this August 2nd through 8th. And I'm not putting it out there like on its own video because honestly, I want a very small, intimate, and intentional group to come to this retreat. And people are just messaging me who really want to come, and I think I can sell out the event just through like little whispers like this if you've stayed 15 minutes into the video, word of mouth stuff. And so if that interests you and you want more details, I have like a document that I'm sending people who reach out to me who want to come. I'm sending them the details. So if you're watching this and you think you'll have, just to give, if you have a few funds to fly to Costa Rica, which is like $400 round trip from like most places in the States, this August, supposing that travel is open, the borders are supposed to be open here in 2 weeks. So if that happens, they'll definitely be chill and safe by August. And if you want to come for a week and live our lifestyle with us with a bunch of other high vibe, fruity, naturey people, and dance and sing for a week, and we got everything covered. We got the beds, we got transportation to bring you from the airport here. We're doing everything. You just have to reach out to me and I give you the details and the prices. So we're hosting a retreat this August, and then probably every 3 or 4 months I'll have a retreat from August on. So you just have to DM me if you're interested, and then once my retreat center's open, I'll have a full like multi-year schedule of retreats that you can plan to come to. All right, let's look at Instagram, do a few more minutes of this video. Have you ever tried ayahuasca? Yes, and you should go on my YouTube channel and you will see, just type in plant medicine or ayahuasca, and I've done it twice, 2 years ago and about a month ago, and I have videos on them explaining my experience, so go watch them. Can you talk about the process of buying land and prices? I mean, it's like anywhere else. You go to somewhere, you talk to the people who do some real estate stuff, and you ask them to show you the land. You go on a tour, you find what connects with you most, and then there's escrow companies here. Like, it's a little different than the States, but it's not that different. And roughly in my town, it's, if you want pretty good views and not like an hour off the highway, like relatively, you know, in town, but still in your own rural area, it's going to be about $20,000 per acre. If you want to live really out in the middle of nowhere, like 30 minutes or more down a dirt road, you can find them for $15,000 an acre. Just Eat Nature, what is your 1-year vision?
From now?
Here, move a little in. From now, for the next 365 days, what's your vision of your life?
I actually don't know. Like, I don't have expectations, but I'd hope to still be out here working on the dream. Maybe doing some kind of crazy solo trip. Yeah, probably that. I still want to, you know, be like a triple crowner. Hike the AT, the PCT, and the Continental Divide. So
Why don't you walk across Costa Rica?
yeah,
That'll probably just take like a month.
that would be
You
cool.
should just vlog. Should get a month off of work and vlog walking across Costa Rica
That would be cool.
on your own,
Yeah.
learning Spanish.
Which way?
I'd go north to south,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really matter.
Or wow. Yeah, that would be cool.
So yeah, you know, Dylan's pretty committed to building the vision here. I need help. I need help to do our huge project, and Dylan is a committed worker to do that.
For sure.
All right, my buddy Hugo, good family friend and brother, asking me some questions. What are the ways we get more people like Cory Booker to run for office? He was vegan and advocated for animal rights. True, but he was also more establishment and not as progressive, not for Medicare for all. So Cory Booker was cool in some ways and not exactly as progressive as I'd like in other ways. But how do we get politicians to care about animals? It's going to be hard as shit until humans care about animals, because humans politicians are, they're trying to get elected, and of course they have their own views as well. But if not half the population is vegan, they won't really find it a smart thing to campaign on, because most people are animal eaters. So that kind of isolates you as a politician when you're starting to say to people to not eat animals. Hugo?
Who's Cory Booker?
Cory Booker is a Democratic senator in New York, who is a pretty young, pretty progressive politician who is running for president and dropped out a few months ago. And he was the only openly vegan Democratic candidate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like big. He was on the debate stage, like on CNN, everything. He's a huge senator.
Wow.
Yeah.
I should know that. I'm from New York.
Yeah. Should. So yeah, it's going to be hard. What we need to do in order to get politicians to advocate for animals, we have to get people to advocate for animals, and then the politicians will be like, oh, people in our constituency want this.
Yeah.
So that's how we'll do it. How can the U.S. system allow for someone to go against big meat? Seems the biggest uphill battle. It is an uphill battle, but you got to read books like Meatonomics, and we got to just educate the population. And the reason that meat is cheap is because our tax money in the farm bill, the government has decided to subsidize wheat and corn farmers who are just creating feed grain to feed animals. So it's really our taxpayer money, which is the reason that meat is so cheap, because it's actually expensive to produce versus plant calories. You just need water and the sun. It's so much more expensive the higher on the food chain you get when you get to feeding huge 1,000-pound animals in order to get their meat. But so we have to change subsidies. How do you change the farm bill? You have to get progressive candidates into office. How do you get progressive candidates into office? You have to ban, you have to take away Citizens United so that private corporations can't flood certain corrupt politicians with tons of money. It's so complicated, but it all comes down to getting rid of the corruption, making public financing of elections, getting our democracy back, and not letting corporations run our political system. It's gonna be a hard uphill battle, but it's gonna happen in our lifetime, because the corruption with the internet is now going down. People like Hillary Clinton and Trump and Joe Biden, the establishment, are getting exposed, and progressives are leading. That's why we have people like AOC, congresswoman now in their 20s, speaking anti-establishment rhetoric that a lot of young people are resonating with. So I have confidence, but
so is Trump.
No, Trump's the swamp monster. Trump put in it more
Hillary's.
banker. No, Trump's way worse than Hillary even, and I think Hillary's so corrupt. Trump is a fact. If you take the net worth of all of his cabinet that he appointed, it's the richest cabinet of any president in history. He took all the bankers, all the swamp monsters. He took away people from the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, which is the government organization that is to regulate oil companies and stuff like that. He appointed a corporate guy who spent the last 20 years trying to destroy the EPA. He's the swamp monster. All he cares about is getting rich. He doesn't care about the environment. He doesn't care about middle-class people. He just puts in his corrupt little buddies into office so they can have less taxes and get richer. And Bernie never said anything about meat. Yeah, because as I said, it's hard for politicians to get elected and say, hey, you should stop eating meat, and 99% of the population eats meat. So I wish they were more principled, but it's going to be hard. And you can talk if you disagree with what I'm saying.
No, I think politicians should talk about that, because it's controlling our economy, and it's just so big that it needs to be brought down.
Yeah, Hugo says he's convinced that big meat lobbyists are more powerful than gun lobbyists. It's true. Does every American buy a gun every day? No. Does every American buy meat every day?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's all about the money. They're the most powerful. Food is the most powerful product because people are buying it all day, every day of their entire life. Yeah. Let's see if
Even
we got...
things like processed sugar too.
When do you have your next tattoo session? M Squaw asked. I got it in a week. I'm excited and not excited, but the snake is being finished and not finished, but half the snake is here, and then we're gonna finish it to here next weekend. In like 6 or 7 days, I have my next session, so I'll have to heal that over the next few weeks. Getting tattooed sucks, but it's also the best. Natalia's mom is here. My Uncle Gary's here. What's up, guys? Much love. Love you all. We're filming this live stream and on YouTube. I gotta check because my phone is gonna run out of battery. All right, it's been almost 30 minutes. Let's close it down. Yes, the U.S. has more guns than people. It's true. Crazy.
America. So what?
What?
Why is that like a bad thing?
It's not necessarily bad, but it's an interesting statistic.
Yeah. It's the beautiful thing about America.
Do you think that school shootings are beautiful?
Um,
Do you think that there's any correlation with the fact that the U.S. has some of the least strict gun laws of any developed country? Like citizens can buy it easier than any other country, and there's a mass shooting every couple days in our country. Think there's any connection?
Since
to that?
coronavirus, gun rates have skyrocketed and mass shootings have actually there's
That's
been no
the
mass
dumbest.
shootings.
Yeah, because there's no one at fucking school.
Okay,
And no one's allowed to hang out. That's such a pathetic correlation.
Mass shootings are a mental illness issue, not a gun issue.
Okay, so do you agree that having mentally ill people we have less? Okay, so do you think we should have more regulation though for who can buy guns in our country?
Definitely.
Okay.
Well, there's background checks, you know.
Clearly not enough if mentally ill people are getting access to guns.
Yeah, well, that's because their parents don't, whoever they live with, don't have the proper safety measures to
Right. So
prevent
people
them
like Dylan would rather us put with something like a gun, which is like a killing machine. That's the only reason it exists. Like a car you can use to go buy groceries and you could kill someone, but a gun is only designed to kill. And so Dylan thinks we should put the trust in the 300 million Americans for the fathers to be good fathers and prevent their kids from shooting people. And I think we should make much stricter government regulations and not allow killing machines.
Take the guns away?
No, I don't, because it's in our Constitution. But what we should do is create a lot more amendments and regulations, which are allowed in our Constitution, to make amendments as years go on. And the reason that guns were the right to bear arms were created back with our founding fathers is in case the government gets corrupt and humans can have a militia of citizens to fight against the government. Good luck fighting against the current U.S. government with all your rifles when they have drones and nukes and everything. It's a different time, and we need to change and make amendments so that I don't think that your random American fucking idiot human, should be able to buy a gun anymore. I think it's outdated.
You're okay with the government bending you over and shoving their dick up your ass?
What the fuck are you talking about?
With like drones and like you're just okay with let's not have guns, let's let the government do what they want if in case they get too tyrannical, like we won't have our guns, we'll just stay out our way, let the government be tyrannical.
I think if the government is going to become a dictatorship and tyrannical and try to drone their own people, I don't think your rifle is going to help. So we might as well just kind of get rid of having guns be so easily accessed, because what we know is a lot of those guns get in the hands of crazy bullied kids and they end up shooting up people. I think even if every American came outside with their gun, you're still not going to I'm not happy about that our government has that power. It's just the world that we live in. No one's going to organize to defeat the government if they become a tyrannical government and try to kill us.
So with that mentality, you might as well just take away all the guns and let people be defenseless.
No, or just make more regulations. Here in Costa Rica, you can buy a gun. It's just so hard to do. You have to go through classes. It takes like weeks or months. No, like months.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a different process. So I just think we should have more regulation. I don't think guns were invented to take over civilizations. It's a fake power issue that people like to hold on to. I agree with Hugo. Canada just banned the sale of assault rifles. Nice. I agree with that. Look at my little right-wing fucking assistant. What the fuck? Just kidding. I love him. I need, like, dude, I so much more appreciate that you have these views, because it'd be so boring if we were just making content agreeing on everything with each other. I love that Dylan pushes me to think outside my progressive framework. It's true.
Yeah, I just saw something about the Canadian gun legislation.
All right, we're probably gonna shut down this video because it's been great. We covered a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to get.
Yeah, Dylan and I are gonna be making these videos, just live streams like this all the time. So go watch it on YouTube and comment new questions, and we'll just take questions from the comments. As you can see, we'll talk about anything here. So just ask us questions, and we will give them to you on our next video. Dylan, you got anything to share? Just to say, thank you for sharing your opinions. I think people will really help form their opinion from our differing opinions. I think it was cool.
Yeah, I like to debate.
And go debate Dylan in the comments. Like, go say, hey, Dylan, I'm on Team Dylan on the gun thing. I'm on Team Jackson. And then express yourself, and Dylan will get back to you in the comments. Like, let's really talk.
Yeah.
Plantriotic on YouTube for all you people on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm excited to do more of these. I don't mind doing them every morning.
Yeah, and go follow Dylan, just_eat_nature on Instagram, and Just Eat Nature on YouTube.
Yeah, I just posted a new vlog from our trip.
Check it out. Thanks, guys. Peace. Have a great day. Pura vida.
How long was that?
30 minutes.
Oh, nice. Cool.